96% or so of you are not subscribed watching this. That is crazy to me, and we can do a lot better. So please hit that subscribe button and be part of the channel. I'd love to have you. Thank you. Alright guys, Rxllout here. Welcome back to another quick easy video tutorial sort of thing. Now today we're going to be going over how to structure house tracks inside FL Studio 20. Let's go. Alright, here we are inside the studio, and what we have here is a simple reference track, which is Ben Böhmer's After Earth, and we can kind of see where it drops and where the breakdowns are and how long they are. Now this doesn't have to be Ben Böhmer's After Earth. We can do this with pretty much any track we'd like, but what we're going to notice and look for here is where the breakdowns are and where the drops hit. Now in between that, kind of you can decide for yourself what you put in it. However, you know, if you're wanting the tracks to be similarly structured, then this is the way to do it. So we can see from the start we've got an intro. Now I'm not going to play this track because I don't want to get copy strike. Mostly in the intro of tracks it's usually percussions. We're starting to slowly bring in the elements of the track. And the chords and stuff coming in later. We start teasing the main plot. We start bringing them in slowly but surely so that it builds and builds. It's especially with progressive house, that's kind of what you're wanting. So like perks and stuff, tambourines we don't really need, that can come in a bit later, maybe around here. Open hats, again, hi-hats don't really need to come in. You can adjust accordingly to your tastes, however this is kind of what most people do with these. So we have a perk loop at the start, we have a kick, a clap and a drone sound, and also a couple of vocals, so let's listen. Also, I forgot to mention, we also have some kind of atmospheric bird sounds. And some ear candy here with this kind of sampled part of my main pluck, which I did a video on just previously. So if you'd like to see that, just check the description. I'll leave it there. So again, that's a simple tease to the breakdown later, the drop later, so we just have it there. I'm going to start bringing in the chords now here. Now if we want to fade these in, we're going to go here, we're going to open up a fruity balance, we're going to turn the volume down, and we're going to create automation clip. And we're going to slowly just bring this in. So this is at 0 volume now, the automation clip will just bring it in over 2 bars here, or 2 segments. And we will turn it off solo. And we're essentially doing the same with this main pluck here, but we're using the filter instead of volume. And if we even wanted to, we could bring the chords right at the start and kind of very, very slowly bring them up here with this automation clip. So they're still there, they're just inaudible for most of the track. And well, not most of the track, but until it comes in really. So that's probably too much there with the hi-hats and everything. So we're going to take these hi-hats out and leave that for the drop. Probably leave the synth pluck as well for the breakdown. Now Now is maybe a good time to bring in the tambourine, as we see. And you'll notice as we are coming up to this first breakdown here, we're slowly building the cutoff up. Now this might not seem like it's structuring, but it pretty much is. The way you structure these sounds will bring in kind of the way we go into the breakdown and we go into different segments here. As we can see from our reference track here, this is where the first breakdown happened, so at about 2 minutes in. And with the breakdown, you don't want all the same sounds playing. It's good to kind of bring in different sounds, different kind of sounds. So here we've got a respace, we have a different kind of melody pluck. Again, this kind of the same, but not the same. And we have a lead coming in to add more atmosphere, and our sounds all kind of converge here a bit, and then bring up to make a bit of a drop. And we also bring in a beep sound, which is kind of like a, yeah, it just adds a bit of groove. I think we're going to check out the open hats here a bit as well. And now as we kind of build up on this, what we're going to also do is realize where the second one comes in. So usually with breakdowns, the first kind of drop isn't going to hit as hard. It's going to be a bit more relaxed, more laid back. But the second breakdown here is essentially where we kind of really open up the cutoff on a lot of our sounds, bring up a lot of high, good sounding stuff, and then make it a bit of a harder drop essentially. So let's do something like this. So this second breakdown again, we're going to bring our respace back in. Obviously take out our kick and our claps and stuff. Maybe leave the percussion in on this bit and bring our hi-hats there. Our chords we can maybe bring in for the second part. The main pluck again is fine, and the synth pluck will maybe fade in. We'll bring in our ear candy here as well. And we're wanting our main pluck to kind of come up here and then down. So like this, and then as it comes to this drop here, we want it to kind of come down a bit and then breathe back up. And just as it's coming up, the filter is opening here, and it'll drop into kind of that high filter that is not really being contained at all. So it kind of goes down and then builds up here. And I'm just going to change this bass to the original preset of it. And listen again. Alright, so we'll listen to that from the start, and really all we've done, well, we won't. Now this background as well, what I was trying to say is, I kind of realized that this section is maybe a bit too long. So I think maybe cutting it down, you know, maybe to about here is probably fine. So with our reference track, we can see where the breakdowns are, we can see where things are, but in my personal preference, I would prefer this track to be a bit shorter, so we can bring it down to about here. And our outro again is usually going to be a fading out of a lot of these sounds. So if we kind of take out the open hats, we leave the drone, we take out the leads here, probably the bass is maybe fine, the synth block we can leave in, but the main block we're going to want to filter down. And as we're kind of coming to our outro, we're going to want to just bring down each of these sounds so that it kind of fades out into this nice kind of vibe, I would say. We can even get rid of, a lead's going to be gone. Tambourine we can take out as well here. And the main block's going to keep going, but it's going to get filtered out, so it's basically not there. And this lead, I feel like it kind of ended too abruptly here, so what we're going to do with it is just fade it out with a fruity balance here. Again, here we go. I'm going to just, where it is now, we're just going to take it, we're going to create automation clip and just fade it out as we're coming out. So we can play it, but we're going to fade it out nice and easy here. So balance lead volume, we're going to right click our automation here and then just bring it down. I'm gonna listen to our outro now. Probably starts about here, or here's our outro, I would say. We can leave it there with like some nice atmospheric birds playing. That'll be the track. So we've managed to kind of structure this very quickly and very easy just by noticing our breakdown points here, noticing how long they are, noticing the BPM of our tracks. So make sure your track's in the same BPM or this breakdown will be a bit different. So we've broken down our tracks into breakdown here, and a quick outro. And on these points as well, when we are building up to them, we want to build up, open up the cutoff, so it kind of builds up and then drops, builds up, drops. That's what a track is kind of meant to be. And with these breakdowns here and these build-ups in automation and opening the cutoff frequencies, what we can do is create, you know, anticipation and then peace and then anticipation again, bring it back up, and then a nice clean outro. So if we go to our second drop here and just listen to the outro, we'll see how that kind of fits. So I'll play from here on. just going to take out the respace here. And I think maybe take out these as well, just so it adds a bit more atmosphere. And bring it down. Alright guys, and that should go over basic structuring for deep and progressive house inside FL Studio 20. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, share all that wonderful good stuff, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one I do. Please make sure to subscribe. Most of you are not subscribed watching this, so it really does help. Thank you, and take care. Peace.